So I'm gonna show you how I rig a Senko. This was actually showed to me by Gary Yamamoto. This is how he fishes it probably 95% of the time. And it's basically a light wire hook. It's got a spring keeper and you basically just thread it on there. Just twist it on and onto the keeper and then that'll stay on the hook real good. And what I like to do, I mean, you can Texas rig it like normal. Senko's pretty soft and it'll pull through there, but most of the time if I'm skipping around sparse cover like under dock walkways and stuff, I'll go all the way through the worm so the hook's all the way through. It's laying kind of flat on the back and then you just push up and go under the skin of it. Now it's not going to grab on anything. That worm's keeping that hook point protected. So the reason I rig it this way is because you can fish a Senko so much faster. You know, normally if you just fish it on a weightless hook, it's slow and wiggling as it's falling, hits the ground. You know, maybe you can pick it up again, let it do it again, then you reel it up and make another cast. With this weighted hook, I can skip it under a walkway, let it sink down and flutter. When it hits bottom, I can twitch it up, let it sink down and flutter again. I can pull up to the next pole. I can drag it on the bottom because it's got a little bit of weight. It still skips. It's not, you know, this is like a 3/32 ounce weight. They come in a couple different sizes. So it's not very heavy, so it'll skip with that Senko just like it would if it was weightless. But with that weight on there, I can fish the cover a lot faster. It's funny to me, you talk to people about throwing a Senko and soft stick baits like that, and everybody's like, man, it's the best bait you can use in the spring, but where it shines is on pressured fish in really clear water. But for some reason, if you know those fish are up there laying in a foot or two of water, you can take and roll cast and make a nice little quiet, little tiny splash. Just looks like a little shad flicking up there. You know, slide it into a place. If I want to go under some low-hanging trees or something. I mean, it has way more applications than just when the fish are up spawning in the spring. And I like that finesse hook rig just because I can fish it more like a Texas rig. It'll still quiver and do its fall. If I throw it at a target and it's got a little bit of depth on it, it'll still do its quiver, but then I can pick it up and fish it like a worm. And I can drag it around on the bottom because it's got a little bit of weight on it. I mean, you can do so much more with it than just rigging a weightless like everyone does with a Senko.